Hey guys, for those who haven't seen me before, I'm Matan Runya. That's my pen name, and well, today I think I'm sitting on probably my most proud moment so far as an author, but also one that's a kick in the head. I apologize for the poor sound quality. I got a generator going right behind me, so it's going to affect it. But one of my short stories actually got pretty well noticed on the ReadZ competitions. It didn't win, but it did actually take the top of its category. It was called The Frozen Ship. It got about, I think it was like 45 likes. It's done the best out of all of my stories. And I got an email today, and this is what it read. Just gonna pull it up real fast. The subject was quick creative opportunity. Gentleman said, "Hey Matan, I came across your short stories on ReadZ and loved your style. I'm building a small creative team to write prompts for AI generated micro videos, 10 seconds or less, using Sora. It's paid, flexible, and story driven. Think visual storytelling in miniature. Would you be open to chatting about it?" And long story short, I told him no. I'm planning to actually post the conversation later on Twitter or X, whichever you call it nowadays, after I go ahead and block out the personal details and such. And it's a kind of a kick in the head to me because this is I have no idea if another paid opportunity is going to come along again. I'm a small time indie author, and this is the first time a sorry, it's the first time I've had a paid opportunity. But I told him no. The reason I did this is it wasn't until people started doing AI books and stories that I really figured out what other people were talking about when they were saying let's not have AI in art. And I'm ashamed to say I didn't really see singers and artists' points before that, but after I saw it starting to affect writing, I realized what it was. Having a machine create art professionally, it's kind of a slap in the face. It is trying to get AI to do your job, and when you create art, it's the creation that you find the joy and that you find the meaning and the fulfillment. So to have a AI to do that, I decided I was going to stand with my fellow artists. I actually had a couple AI book covers at the time. Had been a little over a year ago, a couple of years ago maybe, and I had a couple AI covers that I liked. I got rid of them. I decided if it's not something I can create myself, pay someone to do, or get free images for the book cover, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go for the AI stuff. Now, personally, I don't see a problem with it. Like I mess around with AI image generators. I actually have a couple folders for my books that is so I can have kind of a visualization of my characters, which helps me to kind of get in the voice, get in the tones. Like if they look more gruff, I can imagine that gruff voice. I don't do it for everything, but it's something I started doing for a book that it's probably going to end up a couple 100,000 words. Like you're talking about this one's the one that I'm doing. It is going to be a three times the size of other ones I've done. So trying to keep track of all the characters is I'm rambling. I'm sorry. There's a reason my Patreon is called Runya's Rambling. So, but yeah, I turned down the first ever paid opportunity that I got because I'm not going to let a price tag change the principles I stand on as a writer. I went on to tell the guy that I have nothing against the people who do, like them personally, but I am vehemently against using it for art. And honestly, the reason why it's my proudest moment is because there was a opportunity for cash in hand, but it went against my what I decided to stand on. It went against my principles, and so I turned it down. So I'm kind of glad he didn't tell me how much because that's how much I'd be crying. I'm definitely crying over spilled milk. but I'm not regretting my decision. And that means that it's a sign to me that in the future, if someone's like, "Hey, cash in hand, let's go ahead and do a series from your books," which I see what they do to most of the series nowadays, pretty much all of them nowadays, and I can go no, because I've decided that it doesn't matter the price tag on it. No price tag is worth me just going against the stance that I've taken. So I felt there's a reason I normally write books. I can actually, take 20 minutes on the sentence and nobody cares. But I wanted to tell you guys about that opportunity. I wanted to go ahead and be honest and upfront. And because it is definitely a mark of pride for me. I turned down a golden opportunity, which means other golden opportunities that come along like that, I know I'll also turn down. Could I use the money? Absolutely, I could use the money. I mean, it's not like I got a lot in the bank account right now. But I am not going to sell the heart of my art for $1. And that proved to me that I can abide by what I've said. That does something. It kind of makes me smile because I know I didn't do what many other artists do. And I decided $sign or no $sign. I'm not going to go against what I promised myself. So I wanted to go ahead and say that. I wanted to brag a little bit and also cry a little bit. It's equal measures right now. I'm not gonna lie, I finished out the last couple hours of work just really, really subdued, like kind of kicking myself, but I'm proud. I'm proud of myself. Even if an opportunity never comes along again, I'm not going to regret what I did.